Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here this afternoon with Bella and Rich, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Bella's ability to understand and respond to her formal on-leash obedience commands. The little corrections and lots of motivation that we give puppies when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in his right hand. That leaves his left hand free to give any correction or adjustment that's needed, and the only correction that we give is a little tug and release on the training collar. And that is just a reminder that whatever it is you're doing is not how you've been taught to do it, and it's very gentle and she responds very well. Now she is sitting very nicely at Rich's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done, and the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. Heeling is proper leash walking, and the command is Bella, heel.
Bella, heel.
Now at this point, Bella has a job to do, and that is to maintain pace with you when you're walking. Not dragging you down the street. She's only going to get bigger and stronger, so she needs to know that you lead the walk, not her. When Rich turns, she turns. And when Rich stops, she sits. So when you're out for a walk and you stop to cross traffic or talk to someone, she should be sitting nicely at your left and waiting for her next command. And the next command that Rich is demonstrating is the sit-stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, we do not use her name. You can practice this indoors as well as outdoors, and you're going to start out at about 30 seconds and work slowly up over the next months to 3 minutes. When Rich returns back to her, he walks all the way around her as an additional distraction, stopping at her shoulders and then giving her another command. She looks so pretty when she's doing her obedience.
Stay.
Rich leaves her in another sit-stay. Practice this right in your living room. It's good for self-control, focus, maturity. This time, instead of returning back to her, Rich is going to use her name, and he's going to call her in. And her job is to come in and sit. Very nice. So what we're working on is eliminating any coming and jumping all over you. Back to heel and back sitting. And I don't know if you can hear Rich or not, but he's talking to her. Keeping her motivated, keeping her focused, keeping her enjoying what she's doing. Nice automatic sit.
Stay.
Another stay. Rich backs all the way up and leaves her. And then he calls her in. She comes right in and sits. What a pretty girl. And she goes back to heel position. And sits. There you go. Now the next commands that we're going to be demonstrating for you, and unfortunately because of the extreme heat, we're kind of abridging our videos for the sake of the dogs. The next command that we're going to demonstrate is the down from a heel position. So with her seated first, left open palm straight down toward the ground, and the one-word command to down and stay. This also, on these extremely hot days, can be practiced indoors. You're going to work this up to a 5-minute long down stay. When Rich returns back, he walked all the way around and stopped at her shoulders just as he did on the sit stay. That's an additional distraction. A lot of dogs don't like it when you walk behind them. So she doesn't have any trust issues.
Down. Stay.
She lays there very nicely and waits for her next command. Good girl. And then back to heel. Now the next command that we're going to demonstrate for you is going to be your down from a distance. This is the harder of the down commands because you're not right next to her. So you're going to leave her in a sit-stay.
Stay.
You're going to turn to face her. You're going to use your right hand to give the command this time.
Down.
There you go. Very good. That is your down from a distance, and you will be lengthening out your distance on that command as well. So we have demonstrated for you all of Bella's new skills. She has done a fabulous job. She was she was a little slow with the start, but she has warmed up and has done a great job. We've enjoyed having her, and we want to thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company. We will see you soon.